thought Arizona played a really good basketball game. And after watching them all year and playing against them now twice, I would say in my 9 years here, this is most likely the best Arizona team that I've faced. So they're a really good team, and so they deserve the credit for for outplaying us in this game.
Questions? What does this rivalry mean to you?
I'm exhausted right now, so there's more to it. There was a lot of subplots today, and just the emotion of the day for me personally was not the easiest thing to navigate with regards to all the seniors, particularly Jose is just 1 year short time, but just a warrior. He gave us everything he's got every time he steps out on the floor. Just plays as hard as he can, the best way he knows how to play. Gaffney has been good to me, and big part of an NCAA tournament team. Nice kid, great kid. Wouldn't trade him for anybody, really. And he's the type of kid that I want in the program. He's got a great heart. So, and then obviously Bobby goes without saying what he means to me. He's forget about winning basketball games and making shots or winning a championship or breaking an assist record. That means nothing. He's a far better human being than I am. So that's all that I could hope for. So when you add all that into the mix of playing a team like Arizona and what the game means to our fan base, then it's the ultimate level of disappointment. But certainly I have to give credit where credit is due, and in my opinion, they are a very loaded team that has a chance to do a lot of damage the rest of the way.
When you began the second half on such a strong note, was it just better effort from the team or something else?
I felt like being down 14 was sneaky good for us, knowing we had possession of the ball, knowing that we took settled for a lot of jump shots early in the first half, and couldn't really get anything done around the basket. And I think when I used the timeout, it was like 28-12, and I think it got to 30-12, but like we played basically even the rest of the way for the last 30 minutes, but we just had to clean things up. And we can't have turnovers against them. That should be points. We can't have points taken off the board for us and go the other way to them against a team like this. They're just too good of a team.
How do you convert that team? You're talking about the 30-minute team. You're talking about really good teams stayed even. How do you convert that to a full 40-minute team?
I'm sure it's there, like under the right conditions, and but to be honest, like Arizona is better than we are right now. And that's we certainly cut it to 6 a couple times, 4 one time I believe. We just never could put enough game pressure on them or get it to where we had a lead, and we got close, but we couldn't get over the hump. To answer that question, I think it's reflective of all the things we were incapable of doing, like particularly in the first half, that forced us to chase. And again, missing jump shots too frequently, not attacking the basket, and not being able to rebound successfully throughout the course of the game.
What exactly makes you think that this is the best Arizona team that you guys have faced so far?
Because they have great bigs. They have a good system of how they move the ball. They put pressure on you because they could shoot. They have guys that could drive. When they're locked in and engaged, I thought they were engaged on defense, especially the first 12 minutes or so into the first half. You could see that they have the makings of something that's really pretty good.
You talked earlier this week about not knowing where the psyche is when you have the loss the way you did against them the first time. So is there kind of any moral victory in the fact that, number one, you were down, you came back, you made it a game, and you guys played as hard and with more of a sense of urgency today?
Yeah, I mean, I think that anytime that you lose the way we did at Arizona and then you're down 25, to Washington in your own building, and you fight all the way back to overtime and you lose. And that's another setback. And then what do you got? You're playing the team that's in first place that just beat Arizona, and what do? You circle the wagons and you go compete, and they did it. And I thought they had opportunities to back out of this game, and they didn't. So, although we're not having a fantastic season, I mean, there are teams that are freaking brutal, right? They stink, and they've given up, and they don't compete, and that's not what your team is doing. Now, I know we're all disappointed. We just lost to Arizona, no one more than me, but we might need a dose of reality and just realize that Arizona's really good. We didn't play anywhere near to an A+ game, which was totally necessary, and there's a lot of frickin' bad teams in college basketball. And our players have competed through a lot of adversity this year, and they haven't quit. So I'm happy with my team.